The tension in the boxing world reached a boiling point when Terence Crawford and Teofimo Lopez engaged in a heated verbal confrontation that captivated fans and sparked intense discussions across social media platforms. This rivalry, marked by fiery exchanges and personal jabs, has elevated both fighters' profiles and set the stage for a potential showdown that many are eager to see unfold. It all began when Terence Crawford, the undefeated and undisputed champion with an impressive 41-0 record, took to Twitter to challenge Teofimo Lopez directly. Crawford's message was clear and aggressive. "Teofimo Lopez, you fight and beat your Madeira next, I'll whoop your ass. Next bet now." This wasn't merely a casual call-out, but was a bold dare aimed at Lopez, questioning his credentials and demanding that he step up to prove himself against one of boxing's elite. Lopez, known for his brash confidence and fearless attitude, did not hesitate to respond. With his typical bravado, he fired back, stating, "We either lace up the gloves or shut your hoe ass up." The tone was unmistakable. Lopez was eager for the fight and unwilling to let Crawford set the terms. This initial exchange quickly escalated into a war of words, with both fighters trading insults and personal attacks online. Unlike many superficial Twitter feuds, this rivalry felt deeply personal, as if something more significant than mere bragging rights was at stake. Crawford, usually composed and measured in his interactions, uncharacteristically responded with venom. He mocked Lopez's career, questioning whether Lopez was truly worthy of stepping into the ring with a fighter of Crawford's caliber. "If you ever thought Teofimo had a better resume than me, why mama eats dog expletive, and you need to stay far away from boxing because you don't know expletive about boxing," Crawford tweeted. This brutal takedown was clearly aimed at undermining Lopez's credibility and positioning himself as the superior fighter. Lopez, however, was not about to let Crawford have the last word. His confidence remained unshaken, and he doubled down on his earlier claim by declaring he would fight Crawford for free. "Absolutely what I said remains. The whole world needs to watch me beat you, not just word of mouth," Lopez tweeted. This statement was more than just bravado. It was a declaration of his intent to make a significant statement by defeating one of boxing's most dominant champions without financial incentive. The idea of fighting for free, while likely more a display of confidence than a practical reality, grabbed fans' attention and intensified the rivalry. The animosity between Crawford and Lopez reached a new height when both fighters were in Saudi Arabia for the highly anticipated bout between Demetrius Bivol and Errol Spence Jr. Their paths collided at the airport before they even arrived at the arena, creating a dramatic and unexpected confrontation. What could have easily turned into a physical altercation was, for the moment, limited to verbal jabs. Lopez recounted the incident, saying, "I was going to ringside, and I thought someone was staring at me. It was Crawford. He looked at me, I looked at him, he's trying to stare me down. I stared at him and said, 'Listen, when are we going to fight?' Crawford responded firmly, 'Don't ever touch me again. Next time you touch me, I'll slap you.' The encounter was intense, with Lopez's father even getting involved, further fueling the already tense situation. Despite the heated exchange, no punches were thrown, leaving fans to wonder if this tension would finally explode in the ring. The war of words continued unabated on social media after the airport incident. Crawford remained unfazed, tweeting, "What's the location? You're doing too much talking. I'm trying to see something. You don't deserve to share the ring with greatness, but all you deserve is a good old-fashioned ass-whooping." Once again, Crawford dismissed Lopez's standing, positioning himself as the untouchable champion while portraying Lopez as an unworthy challenger. Despite the ongoing drama, Lopez remained focused on securing a fight with Crawford. He is no stranger to chasing big fights, having previously dethroned Vasily Lomachenko in a stunning upset. However, Crawford's camp, led by coach Brian McIntyre, has been adamant that a fight with Lopez wouldn't be competitive. "This matchup is absolutely not competitive," McIntyre stated, making it clear that while Lopez is talented, he isn't on Crawford's level. Crawford has fought and beaten top-tier opponents across 4 weight divisions, whereas Lopez is not seen as a priority by Crawford's team. Nonetheless, Lopez's determination remains unwavering. He believes he can beat Crawford and isn't shy about asserting this confidence. "Retaining my title," Lopez declared. emphasizing his belief that he belongs among the elite. While Lopez has had success at 140 pounds, including victories over fighters like Jors and Steve Kett, Crawford's camp views these wins as less than impressive. Crawford himself has stated that if Lopez wants to face him, he'll need to defeat bigger threats like Israil Medvedev before he's taken seriously. This adds another layer of drama, as both fighters have other potential opponents on their radar. Crawford's eyes are set on even bigger challenges, such as a possible showdown with Mexican superstar Canelo Alvarez. Moving up in weight to face Canelo would be a monumental task, one that Crawford seems eager to undertake. The idea of conquering yet another division appeals to him more than a fight with Lopez, who, despite his aggressive style and knockout power, is seen by Crawford's team as less of a threat. Meanwhile, Lopez, while focused on Crawford, is also leaving the door open for other matchups, particularly at 140 pounds. However, despite the talk, Lopez is pushing hard for a showdown with Crawford, knowing that defeating him would be a legacy-defining moment and propel him to new heights in the sport. The rivalry between Crawford and Lopez has captivated boxing fans worldwide. Their contrasting styles, Lopez's relentless aggression and knockout power versus Crawford's technical brilliance and high ring IQ, promise a fight that would be both thrilling and strategically fascinating. Fans are already imagining the possibilities, eager to see how these two elite fighters would match up in the ring. However, Crawford remains focused on his broader goals. At 36 years old, with an undefeated record and titles across multiple divisions, he's looking to cement his place as one of the greatest of all time. A potential fight with Canelo would elevate him further, creating the kind of legacy that few fighters ever achieve. But as Crawford looks toward these future challenges, the rivalry with Lopez continues to simmer in the background. The question remains, will Crawford and Lopez ever face off in the ring? For now, it's a waiting game. Both fighters have other potential opponents to consider, and the logistics of making a fight happen are always complicated. Yet, if the tension between them continues to build, it's hard to imagine that this rivalry won't eventually lead to a showdown. When it does, fans can expect fireworks. Lopez's relentless pursuit of a fight with Crawford, combined with Crawford's dismissive attitude, has created one of the most intriguing rivalries in boxing today. It's a clash of personalities, styles, and egos, with both fighters determined to prove they are the best. While their confrontation in Saudi Arabia did not result in a physical altercation, it underscored the intensity of their rivalry. The airport scuffle became a talking point, highlighting the deep-seated animosity and the high stakes involved. This feud didn't start in Riyadh, it has been brewing for months, largely playing out on social media. Crawford, the undefeated, undoubted champion, has never been one to engage in trash talk without purpose, but Lopez's brash confidence seems to have gotten under his skin, igniting this intense rivalry. As the boxing community watches these developments, the anticipation for a potential fight between Crawford and Lopez continues to grow. Both fighters have significant achievements and legacies, making any matchup between them a highly anticipated event. Lopez, with his aggressive style and knockout power, presents a formidable challenge, while Crawford's technical prowess and strategic approach make him a tough opponent for anyone. The boxing world is divided on whether this fight will ever materialize. Promoters and fans are eager to see these two champions clash, but the fighters' teams must navigate the complexities of weight classes, contractual agreements, and promotional interests to make it happen. Crawford's pursuit of bigger challenges like Canelo adds another layer of uncertainty, as does Lopez's willingness to take on any opponent to prove his worth. In the meantime, both fighters continue to build their legacies. Crawford remains undefeated and continues to dominate across multiple weight divisions, while Lopez pursues high-profile fights to establish himself as a top contender. Their rivalry, marked by intense verbal exchanges and personal challenges, keeps fans engaged and excited about the future possibilities. Should Crawford and Lopez eventually meet in the ring, it would undoubtedly be a fight for the ages. The combination of Lopez's aggressive offense and Crawford's technical mastery would create a dynamic and unpredictable matchup. Fans would be treated to a clash of styles, with each fighter bringing their unique strengths and strategies to the bout. Such a fight would not only settle the personal rivalry, but also have significant implications for both fighters' careers and legacies. Until then, the boxing world remains on edge, eagerly awaiting the next development in this unfolding saga. The rivalry between Terence Crawford and Teofimo Lopez exemplifies the intense rivalries that drive the sport, fueling the passion of fans and the competitive spirit of the fighters. As both athletes continue to excel in their respective careers, the possibility of a showdown remains a tantalizing prospect that could define their legacies and provide boxing fans with one of the most memorable fights in recent history. In conclusion, the escalating feud between Terence Crawford and Teofimo Lopez highlights the intense personal and professional dynamics that can drive the sport of boxing. Their verbal exchanges, culminating in a dramatic airport confrontation, have set the stage for a potential clash that promises to be as entertaining as it is significant. While logistical challenges and other career pursuits may delay or complicate the fight's realization, the rivalry itself has already left a lasting impact on the boxing community. As both fighters continue to pursue their goals, the world watches eagerly, anticipating whether their paths will eventually cross in the ring to settle their differences once and for all.